Freshly canned from the Fox, but far from contrite, Tucker Carlson posted a short Twitter vanity video. Laughably, the notorious right-wing propagandist posed as a purveyor of truth in a corrupt world.
When honest people say what's true, calmly and without embarrassment, they become powerful. At the same time, the liars who've been trying to silence them shrink, and they become weaker. That's the iron law of the universe. True things prevail.
The only time truth has prevailed with Tucker is when his private text messages came to light during the discovery phase of the Dominion lawsuit against Fox. In these lurid and revealing text exchanges, we learned that Tucker Carlson believed that a key Trump lawyer promoting the big lie was being dishonest with the American people. Carlson texted Fox host Laura Ingraham and said, quote, "Sidney Powell is lying, by the way. I caught her. It's insane." And equally cynical, Ingraham replied, "Sidney is a complete nut. No one will work with her. Ditto with Rudy Giuliani." Yet Carlson and Ingraham gave huge platforms to these big lie promoters, helping to degrade confidence in America's democracy. Real patriots. Tucker Carlson regularly used his television perch at the Fox to bash the LGBTQ community. His viewers surely believed that he was a staunch homophobe. Yet his executive producer and the brains behind Carlson's bloviating was an openly gay man named Justin Wells. Wells had been a member in good standing with the National Lesbian and Gay Journalists Association. How positively woke of Carlson to let a proud and very out gay man craft a show and manipulate right-wing rubes. Would anyone be surprised if Carlson and Wells toasted their successful charade by bumping Bud Lights? Carlson also led his viewers to believe that he was a fervent supporter of President Donald Trump. But in his private text messages, Carlson referred to Trump as a demonic force and a destroyer. Even Rachel Maddow never went that far. If only Tucker Carlson's text messages were actual show scripts, he'd finally be the honest and transparent host he purports to be. In Carlson's Twitter video message, where his voice cracks like a pubescent teenager, he tries to portray himself as a forlorn victim of conspiratorial forces who are out to get him.
The people in charge know this. That's why they're hysterical and aggressive. They're afraid.
The people in charge canned you because you're a loose cannon and more trouble than you're worth. Your truth allergy cost Rupert Murdoch, your boss at Fox, $787.5 million. Did you expect to keep your job? Your wreckage at Fox is an ongoing calamity. The network is currently being sued by your former producer, Abby Grossberg, who claims that you subjected her to a hostile and discriminatory work environment. Grossberg said in a lawsuit that personally names and shames Tucker Carlson, male producers regularly used vulgarities to describe women and frequently made anti-Semitic jokes. If that weren't enough, a feature in the New York Times said that Carlson has constructed what may be the most racist show in the history of cable news. I'm sure Tucker Carlson is quite proud of that. Maybe one day he'll have that written on his tombstone. Tucker Carlson is not a victim of shadowy outside forces conspiring to bring him down. He was fired by conservative inside forces who could no longer tolerate his cynical and shady behavior. No doubt he and his openly gay producer will resurface with a new sinister show, our propaganda podcast. Maybe Carlson will run for president. But his hoodwinked viewers should never forget. What Carlson publicly tells you and what he privately texts his friends are diametrically opposed. He's a plastic phony who is telling you what you want to hear, not what he truly believes.